Hi, my name's Mary, and this is my husband, Jeff. We've been married in June. It'll be 36 years.
Hi, my name's Jeff Manthei, and I've been diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. I worked in education for 40 years total. But it was funny, one day I went into work and this is great. And the next day I went in and it was like, I am so ready to retire. It was like God flipped a switch in my brain and said, it's time. Well, after retirement, she'd go off to work and I'd do the housework. That was really kind of what it was.
Really nice. A lot of times it was, he was on the back burner. He was like retired, and I was like, well, you've got all your time, but I have things to do.
Sometimes felt like we were just two people living in the same house. And one night I was trying to sleep and my skin just itched every place. It was just terrible. I couldn't sleep. Didn't tell her about it because I thought, I just got into something, We were in Home Depot, and I don't remember if it was a Monday night or a Tuesday.
It was a Monday night.
Monday night.
I remember.
And Mary looked at me and said, your eyes are yellow. What? Yeah, your eyes are. So we called our daughter.
Who's a doctor.
It was a doctor, and she said, you need to get into urgent care right now. That night, they took me through and did a CT scan and found a mass on my pancreas. So then on the 1st of October, we went to the oncologist, and he said, you have stage 4 pancreatic cancer.
When he told me, I just laid on his chest and just sobbed, because it's just not something that you hear good results from.
Yeah, the median from diagnosis to end of life is 13 months. 5-year survival rate is in between 10 and 11%. I know where my eternity is, so that's not scary. What scares me the most is missing out on an opportunity to be with the grandkids or the kids. That really is. Selfishly, I want to be here and spend as much time with my family as I can.
My kids will be there for me. My kids will help with whatever needs to be helped with. But he's my other half. And the thought of him not being there. So I retired 2 years early. I shortened my pension, but having time means everything to me, because with pancreatic cancer, you don't know how long you have.
At the urging of our daughter, we sent the biopsy to the National Pancreatic Research Center. Shortly after that, we found out that my particular pancreatic cancer had a genetic gene mutation that, very rare at the time, only 5 or 6 other people had reported this gene mutation. So I was able to get a third type of treatment, and that was pill form.
We reached out to the manufacturer of the drug, and our doctor filled out paperwork. We filled out paperwork, and God blessed us. They're providing it.
Free of charge. Free of charge.
He gets his medication every month, free of charge.
The medication that I'm on resolved the spots in the lung, and they call it resolved. Tumor on the pancreas is now what they call a shadow of a tumor. So this medication, through the work of the Lord, has basically at this point turned the cancer, I would say, into microscopic cancer cells, which are still there, which will probably come back someday. But right now, the medication has decreased the cancer.
The only answer is God provided.
Yeah.
God allowed his cancer to have a specific gene mutation, typically not found in pancreatic cancer, but not in small cell lung cancer, that there is a drug that targets just that cancer. And then he said, hey, guess what? Don't worry about the cost. I've got you.
You wouldn't think having cancer is a blessing, but the Lord's blessed me throughout the whole way. From the fact that, our daughter was a physician, knew how to navigate this, knew the questions to ask. My doctor is the head of the Pancreatic Research Center at U of M. Would I prefer not to have cancer? Yes. But in all this, I've been blessed.
from the beginning, he was just like, okay, this is the hand I'm dealt, and God's still good, and I wasn't there. And so it's only been because of the miracles I'm seeing, which sounds terrible, I know. I really did feel like I was being punished. And there's only God that can do what is being done with this man's health.
We just don't know. I mean, I could have 6 months, I could have 5 years. We don't know. It's just the little things, the sunshine. Before I would have taken it for granted. And I don't know how many times Mary's heard me say, "Oh, the sun's great today." Every time you do something could potentially be the last time. Now, I know that's true for everybody, but for me, the reality is a little bit closer. We want to enjoy that. We were with the kids yesterday, and we spent, we just spent a good time of enjoyment. So
I think it's become more of us being present in the moment. God is teaching me that regardless of what is happening right now, He's there. God is saying, I'm here. Lean on me, trust me. And it's very comforting.
You've got to trust in what God's got for you. Because God's got something different for all of us. And you got to trust in what he has for you. And I don't know tomorrow what He's got for me. My prayer is that through this, I'm going to touch somebody somehow that has a positive impact for the Lord.